Welcome back, Truth Seeker. The 145th Kentucky Derby is over. I did say I would be shocked if one of Bob Baffert's horses didn't win. I am shocked, but all isn't lost. The two horses that we really like to place did, and we talked about Code of Honor finishing in second place, which it did. And we did do a thorough decode. I'm hoping somebody out there who paid attention put a little bit of money down on the horse that did win, because he had one of two. That horse had one of the two jockeys with the 124 connection, and this was the Kentucky Derby on the 124th day of the year. So we liked Code of Honor and we liked Tacitus to place. Really thought that a Baffert horse would take it. That would have made the day a whole lot better. But again, let's just review what's going on here with the three top placers. Again, the Baffert horses had amazing alignment, so did Baffert himself, but for whatever reason, it wasn't to be. So, Maximum Security won the race and was eliminated. What we pointed out that was interesting about Maximum Security's jockey is he came into this race with 124 firsts. And again, the race was on the 124th day of the year. We were looking at this number. So he stays at 124 first because he was eliminated. Tacitus was one of these horses that had the right name for the race, 56 for Kentucky Derby, 106 for Kentucky. A lot of experts were big on this horse. Notice the trainer, William Mott, he also had the long shot horse that won it. So ended up being the William Mott show instead of the Baffert show. The jockey of this horse, we pointed out that he was at 69 thirds. This is Tacitus, the horse that got third place. We pointed out that if he got third, he could get his 70th in Kentucky Derby, and Churchill Downs is 70. So this is part of the reason we like this horse to place, and he finished where we might have expected. And William Mott didn't have nearly as interesting alignment as Baffert, but we did point out that he was going for his 28th first place finish, and the race was on a date with 28 numerology. Well, he got it. Code of Honor. This was a horse I was big on outside of the Baffert horses. Again, it had the 118 name Gematria. That's been a big number in sports this year. The race was 118 days after the trainer's birthday. So Code of Honor did get second place. We noticed that the horse was at 56 firsts, and Kentucky Derby equals 56. And we pointed out that he had 47 second place finishes coming in. If he finished in second, he'd get his 48th on a 48 day. So these are things we covered in the live decode, and this is why you want to do this. I'm shocked that Baffert didn't win it, but we did have good reason to believe Tacitus would finish third, which he did, and Code of Honor would finish second, which he did. So, I mean, the knowledge is still paramount if you're going to be a gambler. What's funny is this is the first year I've ever charged for my pick, and this is the first time I've ever put out a pick on a horse race and not got the first place finisher right. So it's feeling a bit of irony there, and I do apologize. I also feel guilty about not giving you the right first place horse. But if you had these horses pegged for second and third, I'm sure you did okay today. So again, it's not the end of the world. And real quick, everybody has access to this. I'm just going to scan the 124. Again, we pointed out in the top of the notes, the race was on the 124th day of the year. If you do a Control F on your computer, you can scan the 124s. We pointed out that the jockey for Maximum Security was coming in with the 124 first place finishes on the season. So that was interesting. And he could have got to 125, but it was disqualified. I think that was all part of the rigging. This horse spinoff also had a jockey with 124 name, Manny Franco, 124, and the winning jockey Flavian Pratt, 124 as well. 124. And he's that magic age, 26 years old. I was talking about that in the live decode, how special of a number that is to sports and to this code, period. And what else is standing out to me is his name equals 65, like the trainer's 65 years old. Kentucky Derby, if you use the master numerology, well, Kentucky Derby's 56. But they're saying at race time, the horse's odds were 65 to 1. So look at that, too. Anyhow, just wanted to review the standout things in the wake of the race. But still surprised that one of Baffert's horses didn't take it. Again, it seemed like the day was paved for him. It seemed like the riddle was well thought out for him to get his 6th, 67 years after the last trainer to get 6th at the Kentucky Derby. Again, 67, the 19th prime. It's 2019. You had 19 horses running. So it wasn't so. But if you did have Code of Honor and Tacitus in the 2nd and 3rd spot, I'm sure you did well. And again, just what we were looking at for the favorite horse game winner. Joel Rosario, the jockey, Gematria of 70, like Kentucky Derby, like Churchill Downs, also 56, like Kentucky Derby. Bob Baffert, 77. Would have been the 7th year in a row that the favorite one had game winner come through. From the jockey's birthday to the race was 110 days. Kentucky 110. Again, he was going for his 70th first place finish of the year. Kentucky Derby 70. And Bob Baffert going for his 6th at age 66. The last guy to do it did it in 52. When you write out 6 as a word, it equals 52. So something else. But you stick with this knowledge, you're going to do well in sports. That's just a fact. And man, if only, I'm sure some of you guys had a ticket with a Baffert horse number 1 and Code of Honor and Tacitus 2 and 3. That would have been a monster, and we just missed. So, we'll be back for more Truth Seeker. Until next time.